Hey guys. What's up? What's up? This is a perfect representation of the first point I was going to make about my highly dysregulated nervous system at the moment. What the fuck? It's been a while since I did a little video log entry diary video thing here. And I mean, if you were, I feel like you know why. Hello. The world's a scary place right now. I feel like I have to take a moment to acknowledge the absolute shit show that is the United States right now. And I want to preface this by also saying, this is not what I was going to say, but I also realize I'm not wearing my rings right now and I feel really naked. I want to preface this everything by saying that, pretty much every corner of the world right now is dealing with a shit ton of injustice. And as much as I wish that I could touch on those things, I feel like it is not entirely my place. I know for a fact that I am not educated enough to speak on those things, but I am an American citizen, and that's what I'm dealing with right now. And I would also like to preface by saying that I am a white American citizen, and that comes with an insane amount of privilege. And I'm sure there's a lot of privileges that I have that I don't even know exist, that I'm sure I will come to find, or maybe not find, in the future, to near future. What am I saying? I am talking about the political climate of the United States. We have a fucking idiot as a president, a racist, misogynistic, homophobic, and a lot of other isms as a fucking president. And I'm not even going to name his name because, one, everyone knows who I'm talking about, and two, he doesn't deserve that kind of respect. Let me be clear. And this has really kind of consumed my life in a way that I didn't think it would. And so, okay, for a little context, going into 2025, I really wanted to get more curious about things. I wanted to do more. Every year I set like guiding words for myself instead of resolutions because it is more helpful and effective for me. So my words this year are, what are they? Empathy, which I think I went on my rant about empathy as education in my last entry. But the words are empathy. What is the second one? Investigate. That's what it is. And the third word is execute. So the whole the big idea is to get more curious about things, to like fully commit and like do more. And to do all of that and explore all of those things and all of their nuances with a lot of love and empathy in my heart. So with that, I was trying out this new thing called dating. I got into my first relationship last fall, and it was beautiful for what it was. Didn't last too long. In retrospect, there was a lot of love bombing going on and like the projection of insecurities that manifested as codependency. But that's that. And so I saw a video of a woman talking about how her perspective on dating changed when she went into it with the idea of like treating it like a hobby. And I was like, oh, I love that. I want to get more curious. I want to try and do more things this year. So let's try dating as a hobby. And so I did. And it, well, up until a few days ago, had been fairly successful. Like I've met people, I've been talking with people, and it kind of like takes the pressure way off, and it ends up being a lot more fun than young Rachel initially thought that dating was. But I have to say that most of the people that I was exploring were men. And that did not, and still somewhat does not, sit right with me. And I've been really fighting this idea because, well, one of them is out of the picture now. There were two people that I was genuinely pretty like interested in, potentially pursuing something bigger with. One of them is out of the picture now, and that's a story for maybe later on in this video. But they are genuinely, like, from what I can tell, good people. And my head was very much in a space of, dealing with everything. I mean, every hour there's some new breaking news story about some fucking shitty idea that the Orange Man has. And so my nervous system is trying to like catch up with this, right? It's trying to cope while simultaneously getting really like frustrated and angry and terrified. And those are kind of the emotions that my creative practice is built off of. So I'm like, okay, I need to harbor this into my creative practice. And I'm feeling so driven to like do these things, and I'm coming up with ideas while simultaneously being so terrified to even like look at those ideas or investigate those ideas further because I know the consequences that will come with that. So dealing with that while also on a more like intimate level being like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling really safe around, I'm going to use this one man in particular. I'm feeling really safe around this man. I'm feeling really comfortable around this man. He looks out for me. He protects me. Like he could potentially like provide. Like my brain went very animalistic, and I'm like, this man could be a provider. He could be a safe space. While simultaneously I'm like, but he's a man. He's a man. I've always felt like my existence is like a radical act of spite. Like I exist in spite of this, that, and the other thing. And so my head is like, I could actually like see myself like pursuing something bigger with this person. And then my heart was like, not safe, not good. Like, what would it mean? What would be the social repercussions of you? And I guess now that I'm thinking about it, the emotional repercussions of you as a queer woman being with a straight cis man. And that got me. That got me. Because another thing that was holding me back from dating in the past was like, I was really like ignoring the like, what am I trying to say? I was ignoring like the structure and like the process of my pansexuality. I would just like jump into things so straight, and I'm like, I need to have sex with them, or I need to love bomb them, or, I'm looking for the one. And it put a lot of like expectations on myself and other people that would never get matched. And so I was never fruitful. Whereas now I'm just like, oh my God, it like clicked with me one day of just like, no dog, you're pan. Like you need a minute, and like most likely a demi-pansexual, you need a minute to warm up to them. You need that emotional connection. You need that like safety, that stability to feel like a genuine attraction to these people. And so now that I'm honoring that, I'm like, well, would it be a disservice to my sexuality, to my identity as a queer woman, to be with someone who is like, not that him personally is like anti all those things, but like there's a certain stigma that comes with like straight, white, cis, het passing men, you know what I mean? So there's that. And I'm really trying to not go in that headspace, and I do really want to see him again, and I hope that I will. And when that happens, I think that it would be the appropriate time and the needed time to like ask those nitty-gritty questions of like, for example, are you comfortable acknowledging the fact that if you pursue a greater relationship with me, you would be in a queer relationship? Things like that. And I mean, he's also like not American. And so like, okay, how do you feel about the current state of America? Because there is a right and a wrong answer here. Things like that. And so I don't want to like put like insane expectations on myself or other people, because that has not worked out in my favor in the past. However, I feel like at this moment in time, those expectations and the potential to provide and uphold those expectations are coming more from a point of safety and security, not from a place of insecurity and seeking external validation. You know what I mean? So, it's tough. It's tough. And all I can do is be honest with myself and be vulnerable with myself and other people. And I mean, I've said it once before, all you can do is be in your authenticity and hope and pray that the people you care about are receptive and empathetic to that authenticity. That's all you can really hope for. And I hope that we can reach that spot. But yeah, it is simultaneously a terrifying world right now, and also a world filled with so much love and empathy. And I really, in the moments where we feel that like choking sensation of our nervous systems are dysregulated and overstimulated and about to shut down, it's in those moments that I think reaching out to people can be important. Reaching out to your like inner state of being is important. And I think that's all I can really say for right now. Yeah. It's okay to explore yourself and explore people while simultaneously trying to protect yourself and the people you care about and the places that you call home. Some people like to argue with me about this, but I think that two contradictory things can exist simultaneously. the world is not black and white. Nuance does exist. Context does exist. And you have to have a certain level of maturity and vulnerability to acknowledge and discuss those things. And those things are important. So really think about where you stand and how you can show up better for others and for yourself. Yeah, okay. Well, I want to encourage everyone to stay aware and stay safe. Yeah. Fucking, I was going to work yesterday and I saw all these cop cars and these just like the whole road as far as I could see was like blocked up, and I didn't think anything of it aside from the fact I was like, oh, that's really weird, something like really intense must be going on. And then I saw a post this morning talking about that exact incident, that exact location, talking about how ICE and Border Patrol were there doing God knows what. And I like almost threw up that was right in front of my face and I had no clue. So I need to do better. We all need to do better. But also we need to acknowledge that we are all doing the best that we can do. And that is okay. Don't cry. Okay. Love you. Bye.